Hi, I'm Steve with Locking Security Mailbox, and today I want to show you our mail slot for walls, 8 to 14 inches, adjustable through the wall mail drop slot. So as you can see from here, this is what it's going to look like going through your wall. It adjusts from the minimum 8 inches to the maximum of 14 inches. So that means if your wall is 6 inches, this is not the mail slot for you. We have other ones. If your wall is 16 inches, it's not going to work. So minimum 8, maximum 14. You can see the angle there. This is the exterior side, and you're going to have your choice of different faceplate colors. So it's going to go on like that. And then here is your interior side. So the exterior side has the mounting holes. The interior side does not. So again, 8 to 14 inches, I can't stress that enough. And if you have a wall that's 6 inches or you have a wall that's 16 inches, we have some different options for that, some different ways you can go about it. It does include the hardware. It comes with the screws to secure the chute to stop it from sliding. It includes the hardware to secure the faceplate to the face, and it also includes the hardware to bolt this front portion to the wall. It is made of a heavy duty steel. This is at least 10 gauge steel. So, this thing is about 15, 20 pounds in and of itself. You do have that adjustment. And again, there's the interior side. So it's very plain. We do have some options for receptacles. For example, if you want this to drop down and just go on the floor, and maybe you put a basket, you have that option. But we have some locked receptacles also that it would drop into that locked receptacle. It has a key and a door, and you can open it up. And that way, like say it's falling into a common area, like a hallway where you're in a commercial building and you don't want people to take the mail, then we have that option as well. The face plates, so this is the black. The opening on this is 9.25 wide and 2.5 inches high. The rough opening is 10.25 by 3.25, so 3 1/4. That's the rough opening to allow this slot to slide through. So this is the black. All of them are going to have the rubber gasket along the bottom. There is an overlap, as you can see here. So when this closes, it's not airtight, but it's pretty good. It's going to stop most wind and rain. So this can be in direct weather. You're just going to want to put a bead of caulk along the back when you secure this to it. This is the antique copper. Also has the gasket on the back and along the bottom front. We also have bronze and silver. So you got 4 different options on the faceplate. The main part is always going to be black, made out of the heavy duty steel. You have the different designs. You've got the gasket. This is designed for both US mail or for private use. So let's say you're in an office and you need something for people to drop payment envelopes. This would work great for that as well. For residential use, just keep in mind, if this is for residential use, if you have an existing mail slot or if you have an on the wall mailbox, then typically you can just change it out and you can use these. But if your mail is delivered out on the street, you cannot change that to a through the wall until the Postal Service gives approval for that. So just imagine your postal carrier is always driving by, delivering the mail on the street. They can't just change just for you to come up and deliver it to your house. That takes special permission. But if you have an existing one that is up on your house, on the wall or through the wall, typically you can just replace it and go with something like this. Again, 8 to 14 inches. It is made out of heavy duty steel. You've got the different faceplate options, black. This is the antique copper, but there's also the bronze and then also the silver. Great product. We really have a lot of different options. If this particular one won't work for you, we have one for walls as small as 4 inches, and we actually have one for vertical walls. So let's say that you have a very narrow area where you can put this, because this one is going to need at least 10, 11 inches for this to be installed. So let's say you have an area that's only 6 inches. then we have a vertical mail slot that will fit in there as well. Also, this doesn't work well for packages. It'll work for bubble envelopes as long as the bubble envelope is no wider than 9 inches and no thicker than about 2 1/4 inches. But if it's 10-inch wide envelope, it's not going to fit in here. And we have some different mail slots for that situation that'll accept small packages. And we even have some giant mail slots, let's say, for example, for like a commercial building that would accept a laundry bag. So something really big, or a big 22 by 15-inch box, something like that would work as well. So this is a great option for walls that are between 8 and 14 inches. If your wall is 5 inches, we can show you on our website some different products. Great product, great options with the colors. And if you have any questions, not what you're looking for, feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to discuss it over the phone, or you can send us an email and we can find what type of mail slot you need for your home or for your business.